Aloha, I'm Robert Stehlik with Blue Planet Surf. I'm here with Dan, and we got this brand new wing that, what happened to it yesterday, Dan?
Yes, not very popular after unwrapping a brand new wing, taking it out, and within the first half hour managed to ping a hole in it. I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world that's done this, though.
Yeah, so this is very common, like if the wing or the foil flips into the wing, or, it can happen very easily that the wing gets a hole in it. So we're going to talk today about how to fix it using just sail repair tape, because we want to get back on the water today right away. So we're going to use sail repair tape and fix this torn wing. It has like a couple different rips, so it ripped this way, and this way. I think this one is short enough to just put one strip of tape this way, but we're probably going to put an extra piece down this way. And so a couple important things is you want to make sure the wing is completely dry and clean, no salt water or dust on it, and then the tape, you don't want to leave like a straight edge. You want to cut the corners rounded. Those are the basics, and we're going to put tape on one side, flip it over, and put tape on the other side. And we already kind of straightened it out a little bit. It got stretched a little bit. The material got stretched a little bit. The rip stopped. But so you want to kind of go ahead.
Yeah, you can carefully just sit there and run your thumb across and straighten it back out, and it will then sit exactly as it was. And it's kind of important because then you can get a nice clean seam that will hold.
Okay, so I'm going to start taping it. We're going to do this part first, the smaller tear this way. And we just want to make sure it's kind of real flat, so there's no wrinkles and so on. So I'm going to lay it down flat, and then sometimes getting the edge peeled off is a little bit tricky, but you don't want to put too many fingerprints, especially right at the ends, because that won't stick as well. So yeah, Dan's helping me hold it down. I'm just going to set it right on top of this rip here. Okay.
So it's kind of good to push the center of the piece of tape into the rip and then smooth it out around the edge so you get it as smooth as possible.
Okay, so I got this tear, and then I'm going to put this piece across the whole way. This.
Nice.
And this is going to cover this little tear that's sideways too, because it covers that, no problem. Don't need an extra piece for that.
So you start this end? We'll start the end and work up so that I can keep the tear as tight as possible.
Can you cut this off?
Sorry.
There we go.
Right,
okay, so I'm going to start this, that. Yeah, so you just start pressing it down over the tear first. Make sure this is like nice and flat. And it's really important to do it on a flat surface. Like if you try to do this on a rough surface or on this beach or something like that, it's not going to work.
Nah.
Definitely need like a nice, smooth, clean surface to do it.
We just happen to have a nice glass table. So.
Yeah. So this is the one side. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side.
So you can see how by carefully keeping all of the edges together, when you put the tape down, you have a nice clean seam.
I guess what's really important is not to do it like on the beach at the last minute, because then it's going to be hard to do it on a smooth surface and have, you definitely want to make sure it's completely dry and no dust and so on. So this is this strip, and same thing, we're going to put another little piece underneath it first, just to make sure that we got that rip fully covered up too.